What is up, everybody? It's Verse TV here today, and we're going to talk about this clip that is circulating on Twitter about the guy John from Digital Foundry and how he is getting super emotional about Xbox physical games because of Game Pass. It seems apparently he's saying there's an issue finding physical games because of Game Pass. When it's like maybe that just might be a regional thing to where he's at, because in the U.S. you can get a physical Xbox game is super easy. Just go to Amazon, Best Buy, GameStop, wherever, Walmart, and it's like you can buy physical Xbox games. But he gets really emotional in this clip, and it's quite funny. So let's get into it.
There, it's harder to get the Xbox games physical, I feel, than the other consoles.
Yeah, and that's not good. I hope this, I mean, we've talked about this before, but it is concerning. And I really wish they would fully support both audiences, right? Like, of course, Game Pass is huge for them, but that's not what everybody wants. So, and it feels like they're not doing the physical media the way that they should be.
Why does it sound like he's about to cry? Why are you saying this? Like, let's continue. I'll get my commentary on it.
And I know I don't want to get into it anymore, because I know that the people that love Game Pass, they don't understand it. They don't want to understand it, and they think we're idiots for even talking about it, because they don't care. They do not care. They don't care at all. They just want to play their games, and they want to cheer for their favorite team, and that's it.
Before we
Don't care.
He put the fanboy who was over that meltdown. He did a comparison between that guy. This is hilarious.
Because, Call of Duty's gonna be free on Game Pass. Call of Duty's gonna be free on Game Pass. That's all you say.
Oh
You
man.
don't know the true consequences behind this stupid little game.
Yeah, let's conclude it right there. But yeah, it's like I just don't get it. With Game Pass, you just get more options. If you want to sit at the luxury of your own house or apartment and just download these games, you can. If you want to buy the physical games, you can still do that too. So I don't know what the big deal is. Apparently, the location he's at, because I don't think he's in the U.S., but I guess it's hard to get physical games where he's at. When it's like, like I said, it's super simple about Xbox physical games where you still want to do that. But at this point in age, it's kind of like most people just probably just download the games off Game Pass if they can, or download off the Microsoft Store. So yeah, it's I guess they can't adapt to this new generation. I mean, most people are just buying digital at this point. It's like, yeah, I'm even shipping over to digital, unless it's like cheaper, a lot cheaper on physical. And it's like, why go outside? Why not just download the stuff to your console and just have it be that? So yeah, this guy sounds a little bit emotional about this, which is quite funny. And this guy says, it's harder to find physical Xbox games because of Game Pass, and John out here sound like that kid that had the meltdown. I don't say he's as bad as this fanboy right here, but he definitely sounds pretty emotional about this. So let's see what the people have to say about this clip right here. John's a smart guy and is a bit less critical of Xbox than he used to be, but these guys can't help themselves. If you want physical games, buy it by all means. I still buy some physical if it's a game I really want. Game Pass just makes sense for everything else. The F is he talking about? He's never been to a GameStop, ever heard of Amazon, about billion other ways to get physical games on Xbox, or even eBay. I'm pretty sure they got eBay where he's at. You don't want to see my physical collection. He might accuse me of making fake discs. How come there are consoles selling for only digital? Although they're still living in 2000s. Yeah, it's time to adapt with the times. It's like they got digital only consoles now. When you buy a gaming PC, you're most likely gonna play these games digital. So it's like that's just the times we're in right now. Most people just want to download stuff digital. I mean, physical seeing like a huge shelf of games is like just like the thing of the past. I mean, you can still do that if you want to, but that's the old era. It's like I don't care about having a big shelf of video games anymore. Like I do, like you see behind me, there's some video games behind me and some movies, but I just don't care anymore. If I get all digital, I'm just gonna do that. To be honest, it's not that Game Pass members don't want to understand it. It's that simply isn't true. I found all these in 5 effing minutes. Jesus. What I find funny is how these guys are always so worried, so concerned about something when Microsoft is doing something, but if Sony does the same thing, the concern magically disappears. I mean, he has a point. Physical games are important to game preservation. Kingdom Hearts, the story so far is only available as digital on Xbox, but it has a physical version on PlayStation. All physical games will eventually get disc rot and be unusable. Emulation and digital preservation does more for that than physical ever will. That's the look of a defeated pony. I'm sorry, but that's what it looks like. All music services in modern 2022 have defeated disc. Whereas the Walkman, record player, technology advances, that's life. You should know that the best, yeah. It's like vinyl was a dead and gone thing, but I mean, it's still around. People just want to be nostalgia, but it's like all the old technology eventually goes away. It's like the same thing with these physical discs. I mean, I don't know. I guess some people kind of take a longer to accept it, but it is what it is. I was literally thinking of that Malcolm on Meltdown clip as soon as I heard him say they don't care. Yeah, very reminiscent of that Malcolm guy. You can hear true pain in that man's voice while he is not understanding that most people these days prefer their content digitally. So of course companies will start to cater to that. Because the data shows most of us don't get up anymore to change disc. The disc is so meaningless in today's console. Yeah, especially right now in the modern consoles. It's like, why even have the physical disc at this point? You still gotta download the game anyway. You got the physical disc. It just doesn't make any sense anymore. To be honest, I only buy the physical disc if it's a lot cheaper, or it's like a sale or something on a physical model than the digital one. But other than that, pretty much sticking with digital, especially because of this whole pandemic thing. That definitely made me buy digital a lot more. This makes no sense. I play a lot of games on Gamepass, and all the ones I've actually purchased that are on Gamepass, I bought physical copies. Am I missing something? What is he talking about? You can literally go on Amazon or eBay and buy a disc. Walmart, Best Buy, Target, GameStop all carry a bunch of Xbox games. There's no shortage anywhere. So, I don't know. Apparently. So apparently everybody said there's no shortage anywhere, but apparently he's all the ones who say the shortage. I don't know what to say about that. It's kind of crazy. Game Pass isn't actually responsible for a dwindle in bricks and mortar stores. Sony now posts more than 60% of its users buys digital, not physical, and Xbox is over 70%. This is without Game Pass. People in totally are moving away from physical regardless of Game Pass. A lot of emotional folks are here lately. I suspect the real reason why you see less physical media for Xbox games is because the market has spoken. Xbox gamers, because migrated to all digital back last gen, there's no evidence that Game Pass accelerated that. Yeah, I haven't bought a physical copy of a game since Xbox 360. I find digital a lot less of a hassle. It doesn't take that long to download games, like 2 to 3 hours for 7 gigabytes. I can see the appeal of physical, but digital never breaks or scratches and lasts forever. So a lot of people supporting digital in the comment section. Most of us buy our games digitally only, and it's 2022. I don't have a single disc at home. Many people buy disc in order to trade, then at some point and recoup their initial investments. Is that like, well, if it's that point, like, why even sell your games anymore? It's like, that's my process. Like, why even sell your games? It's like, that's always like the whole selling point for physical. Like, you can sell your games at one point if you want to do that, but why even sell your games? You might as well just keep them at this point. Oh lordy, that got complaining real fast. Of course, Xbox can't coat the shelves too much or they'll come back with C. Nobody wants them. PS5 all sold out. Before Game Pass, I went fully digital, something I never thought I'd do. Being these are mainly PC gamers, I find the outcry for physical games strange. Yeah, especially PC gamers. They were the first ones on the whole digital way before the console guys were. So definitely strange behavior from that guy. It's hard to find 8-track tapes because of Spotify. Damn you, YouTube, for killing my tech, electronics, car, magazine subscriptions. He makes a decent point, but I find more true for third parties than first parties. It could be budget or studio choice. I'm not sure. I do worry about I thought it as well. Okay. So he wanted a game for physical. He couldn't find it currently. Okay. I haven't seen physical discs for PC gaming in a while. Yeah, I don't even see physical games for physical PC games. It's crazy to me that people don't understand physical CDs are not the same anymore nowadays. They are being pointless. Back in the days, yes, I get it, but now you're better off just going digital because that's what physical CDs are nowadays. Just insert, install, download the freaking game anyway. Poor John will have nothing to fill his bookcase if games go all digital. I mean, he could fill it with books, but okay. If games go all digital or streaming. Digital is the trend. Convenience is king. Logic clearly dictates that the need of that many outweigh the needs of the few. Spock, sorry for your struggle, John. Dude is really going through it. Oh, man. GameStop, Amazon, Mercy, eBay. There are a lot of places you can get physical copies of games. Just say you're lazy and don't want to look that far instead. What the F? John is such an annoying undercover pony. Well, I never knew the consequence of making obtaining video games easier so more people could purchase and play them would have such a negative effect on a grown-ass man. They're not doing physical media the way they should. It's such an entitled prick mentality. Yeah, it's like if you still want to buy digital, if you still want to buy physical, you have that option. But just to see the times that people are moving on with the times is just like shocking. Like this guy can't see it. People are just moving on at this point. Oh man. Pain everywhere. You can hear the pain in this dude's voice. Like he is just unhappy about this revelation, this realization. I'm pretty sure they'll close down Digital Foundry once that happens. Until then, we'll continue to get BS claims they can't prove on a global scale. Honestly, what are you talking about? Physical copies are very easy to find. You have multiple avenues to use to get physical copies of games that are found on Gamepass. Honestly, what were you thinking when you said that complete BS? Why would you say such crap? Wait, what? Anyone out there having a hard time buying physical games outside of your wallet being empty? So you said you're broke. That's the reason why you can't buy these games. So a plethora of different retail stores still sell games. The fake news media are lying. Do you know why it's harder to find games? Because we're still recovering from a pandemic. Oh, and the little fact that every single one of you that buys online or digital killing physical game shops. All you idiots that buy digital so you can play it at midnight. Facepalm. I mean, why are you really shaming that option? They gave you the option for a reason. Like the whole point is to support the developers at the end of the day. So, and the companies that make these games. I don't see a problem with buying your games digital. The fanboys at Digital Foundry, especially John, that strongly dislikes American/Western game studios and publishers, still butthurt over Xbox, Activision/Bethesda. The fact is that GameStop and Amazon are still selling physical games. Okay. Oh, cry me a effing river. God, I hate him. Jeez. So they're not a fan of this guy. Location, eBay and Amazon, GameStop, EB Games, pawn shops. There are many outlets to find gems. Just might have to pay a pretty penny in some cases if it's worth it. Digital been the it thing before Xbox One release, so before even Game Pass was even thought of, pretty much. This is beyond accurate. What the F is this guy talking about? You can get physical games very easily. LMAO, what world are these guys living in? I don't know. I thought it was maybe like a regional thing from where he's at. It's hard to get these physical games, but I don't know. I guess people where he's at can buy these games easy too, but I just don't know. He's complaining about it for somehow. Almost about to the point of tears. He's complaining about this issue. So let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think this is an issue? Once again, I don't know where this John guy is located on the globe. I don't think he's in the US, but wherever he's at, apparently it's hard to get these Xbox games. Let me know if you think he's having an issue or what is going on. Let me know your comments down below. Leave a like if you like this video, and as always, thanks for watching, and peace.